Hello world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Robothought Zero to Hero series C coding in Arduino Mega. Alright guys, we are on lesson number 19 Arduino C coding, and I am going to show you what analog read function in this particular lesson, right? So what is analog read function? In this video I will explain about basically a function called analog read, which ends up with a curvy bracket, right? Which is analog and uppercase read, analog read function. That is the syntax, all right, which basically reads the value from specified analog pin present on a particular Arduino board. Now you may use Arduino Mega or Arduino UNO. There are analog pins here. See, can you see here? These are analog pins and the digital pins, right? So where it is mentioned analog pins, those are the ones which you will try to read from that, right? So how are you going to do that? So basically, the ADC is called analog to digital converter on the Arduino board is a multi-channel converter. All right, it maps the input voltage and the operating voltage between the values 0 to 1023 1023. All right, the operating voltage can be anything between 5 volt or 3.3 volt. That is the output you get from those pins, analog pins, and as well as the digital pins. All right, the values from 0 to 1023 are integer values. Okay, that is the information you gather from those pins as an output. Now it can also be written as 0 to 0 to minus 1, that is nothing but 2 to the power of 10, right? So the time duration to read an analog signal on the boards, either you use a UNO or a Mega, is about 100 microseconds, okay, or 0.0001 second. Hence the maximum reading rate of analog input is about 10,000 times per second. That is the speed, guys. Just imagine how fast it is. The syntax which is used in the IDE for analog read is analog, analog, uppercase read, and then you can define the pin number which you want to read in your Arduino Mega. The pin has to be defined within the parenthesis. Okay, the pin includes the name of a particular analog pin to read. Okay, the data type is integer, of course, it's int. So let me write a code and show you in practical how this looks like. All right, so let me open up my IDE. This is the previous program. Let me delete that. So let's say int. Now we need to name our analog pin. So I am going to name, like ana pin, right? You can define anything, guys. You can put your own name. All right, I am just defining something very easy to remember. Analog pin equals to, now let's say how many pins we have. Say analog pin starts A0, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A7. There are tons of analog pins. So I am going to just define A3. Anything you can put in, you can define any of the analog pins. So A3 in uppercase, okay, and ending with a semicolon. So basically the analog pin A3 is specified here. You are specifically saying it's analog pin A3. All right. Now int, lowercase, int value equals to 0. I am just defining this, a variable which is declared to store the value to read. Okay. Now let's get into our void setup. Let me just leave a space. Void setup, and I am going to set up what in a curly bracket, the curly bracket, serial dot begin. All right, I am going to begin with 9600 baud rate, ending with a semicolon. It basically sets the serial rate bits per second. Okay, and then let me just come below the curly bracket, and let's say void loop. Okay, so this is basically get your program to a loop. Now let's open a curly bracket again, and let me define, say, value in the while loop, say value equals to analog. Now what I am going to do, analog read. Okay, this is the function we are going to use, analog read. And analog read, see, can you see that, guys? The color changes immediately. Analog read, it's an inbuilt function, analog read. And what you are going to read, you have defined ana pin, ANAPIN equal to A3. So we need to read ana pin ending with a semicolon. Now it reads the input pin, right? That is how it is. Now let's say serial print, serial dot print ln. Now let's say what to print, the value which is going to come out of that pin, all right, which is your A3. Now let us see what happens if we run this program. Ideally, I would expect some garbage value, that is basically the voltage which is generated outside of from your A3 pin. Let me compile this code. Compiling. All right, so there is no error. That means it's good to go. Let me upload this program and see what happens in analog pin A3. So we are basically going to read what is happening in A3. Now let me open the terminal, and there you go. Let me just change the baud rate. Okay, so I am able to read a multiple voltage. Oops, let me just share the serial monitor. So here you can see that there are tons of voltage which is coming out, right? So it's basically a garbage value. We haven't really specified anything apart from reading what is happening in A3, right? So A3, the voltage outputs are coming out. So that's it. It's basically very simple, guys. You are defining an analog pin, right? So if you look at the code carefully, let me just go back to the code. All you are doing here is you are just setting an analog pin A3, which is specified in as ana pin int as A3, right? And then your integer value is you are declaring a variable which is basically declared to store the value to read. That's it, nothing else you are doing, right? And then you are getting into the void setup, a one-time setup to serial begin 9600 to read the data at the rate of 9600 baud rate, right? And then we are getting into the control statement, which is void loop. In the void loop, all you are trying to do is you are trying to just read what is happening in the analog pin A3. So that is all it does, this particular program. As we go forward, I will show you when we get into multiple sensors and kind of thing, right, how we are reading the sensor input using analog read, and through digital pins we can do a lot of exercise, guys. It's going to get really interesting. All right, guys, do make a note of all these lessons, do revise. This is for a non-tech guys 0 to hero series. Do give me a thumbs up and a like. I'm going to be back soon in the next video. Bye bye until then.